We have an update on the Williams Street shooting. A 12-year-old has died and a 22-year-old is currently in surgery. We are now going to go live to Captain Jeff Rinaldo, Buffalo Police Captain Jeff Rinaldo, giving an
apartment
update.
Behind me here, and the other victim was located somewhere distance away from that shooting scene.
Did the second victim have anything to do with the shooting?
We're still investigating. That victim's in surgery, so we have not had a chance to speak to him yet.
People on scene said they heard that they thought was automatic weapons fire. Can you confirm that? I mean, with a stray bullet going that far, it's a question that deserves to be asked.
It appears as if some of the rounds may have been rifle rounds. I don't know that they were automatic or machine gun, as people would refer to it, but there were multiple shell casings recovered, and some appear to be possibly rifle rounds at this point.
So at this point, it doesn't seem like either of the victims are connected at all?
To the best of our knowledge right now, no. The 12-year-old child, again, it's a stray bullet that unfortunately went up and into a window and struck him, so I would think, I'm pretty confident to say he had nothing to do with it. As far as the second victim, until we can talk to him, we won't know more.
People that were on scene that identified themselves as the victim's family say that he lived in this building. He was just inside the kitchen. Is that true?
Again, I don't know that for a fact, but information that officers have gathered so far, this does appear to be his residence, yes.
Captain, how frustrating is something like this? I mean, this is a young boy just in his own home, just in the night, in the kitchen, and he gets hit by an automatic, or just weapons fire, stray weapons fire that comes out here and gets killed. It has nothing to do with this incident. How frustrating is something like this for you to see?
Well, I have an 11-year-old daughter, and I couldn't even imagine just being in your own house and suddenly a bullet comes flying through the window. You know, we've talked about this time and time again, this nonsense violence. That's why we need people to cooperate. We need people to come forward. As we've seen in all of these cases, when people come forward, when the community cooperates, we make quick arrests. We've made arrests in a matter of days in some of these homicides. This is a 12-year-old kid, had the rest of his life in front of him. I can't imagine what those parents are going through. I can't imagine where do you even begin, where do you start over with something like this. So this violence that, you know, people say, well, it's gang members, violence amongst other gang members. It doesn't matter. There's innocent bystanders, and we've seen it all way too often, especially last summer. So again, I'm urging anybody that knows anything, please contact our agency, contact our confidential tip line, 847-2255. Let's get the person responsible for this, or persons.
One more. Do you know of any witnesses? I know there's a camera across the street outside the McDonald's. Are you planning on using that for collecting evidence?
Yes, we will be canvassing every video camera using our SafeCam program, as well as our city surveillance cameras. This plaza has multiple businesses that have cameras, so it'll be a matter of, I'm sure, through the night tonight as well as tomorrow, we'll have detectives out canvassing to grab video from these scenes.
You mentioned other gang violence, but do you have any reason to believe this is gang related at this point, or is it too early?
It's too early to say that, but again, it's based on the number of rounds fired and you know, the proximity to where the car was in proximity to where the shooting occurred. You know, at this time, we don't have really a lot of information on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was gang related.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Captain. Folks, any other updates? We will email.
That was Buffalo Police Captain Jeff Rinaldo giving an update on the tragic shooting that happened on Williams Street. Again, a 12-year-old has died as a result of a stray bullet, and a 22-year-old is currently in surgery.